Stop self-sabotage. Unlock your potential now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know, we talk a lot about going after what you want, building a life you love, creating success on your own terms. But there's a sneaky little saboteur that lives inside all of us. And today we're going to put it on blast. That's right, we're talking about self-sabotage. It's that inner voice that whispers doubts when you're about to take a leap. That urge to hit the snooze button when you've got big goals. That feeling of being stuck, even when you desperately want to move forward. Over the next few minutes, we're going deep on 10 of the most common ways we hold ourselves back. And I'm going to give you actionable strategies to kick those self-sabotaging habits to the curb. Let's do this. Procrastination, the time thief. We've all been there. Deadlines looming, projects piling up, dreams still dreams, and you're scrolling, binge-watching, or reorganizing. Procrastination is the ultimate time thief. It's fueled by fear. But you can take back control. Break tasks into smaller steps, write them down, set deadlines, use tools to stay on track. Timers, apps, accountability buddies, start with 5 minutes. You'll be surprised how much easier it gets. Negative self-talk silence. Your inner critic. That voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not good enough, not smart enough, not ready yet. Yeah, that's your inner critic. And it's time to show it who's boss. Negative self-talk is a surefire way to sabotage your success. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of doubt and fear. But here's the good news. You get to choose your thoughts. Start by becoming aware of your negative self-talk. Pay attention to those thoughts, and when you notice them, don't judge yourself, just acknowledge them. Then, challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? More often than not, you'll find that your inner critic is full of hot air. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Write them down, say them out loud, and really feel the power of those positive words. And finally, focus on your strengths. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Make a list and remind yourself of your amazing qualities every single day. Fear of failure. Embrace the learning curve. Let's get real, failure is a part of life. It's how we learn, it's how we grow, it's how we become the best versions of ourselves. But fear of failure can paralyze us, keep us stuck in our comfort zones, and prevent us from reaching our full potential. The key is to reframe failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, view it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to grow and improve? Remember, every successful person has faced setbacks and challenges along the way. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and coming back stronger. Set realistic goals for yourself. Don't expect to achieve everything overnight. Break down your goals into smaller steps and celebrate each milestone along the way. And don't be afraid to take risks. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Chapter 4. Perfectionism, progress over perfection. Striving for excellence is a good thing, but perfectionism? That's a one-way ticket to self-sabotage. Perfectionism is often rooted in fear. Fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough, fear of being seen as a fraud. But here's the thing, perfection doesn't exist. It's an illusion that keeps us from putting our work out there, from taking risks, from truly embracing our full potential. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Focus on making small improvements each day, on learning from your mistakes, and on enjoying the journey. Accept that mistakes are a part of the process. In fact, they're essential for growth. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, to try new things, to put yourself out there, even if you're not 100% perfect. And remember, done is better than perfect. It's better to get something out there in the world, even if it's not flawless, than to let it sit on your hard drive forever because it's not good enough. Chapter 5. Overthinking, trust your gut and take action. We've all been there, stuck in our heads, analyzing every possible outcome, playing out every worst-case scenario. Overthinking can be paralyzing, keeping us from taking action. It's like we're stuck in a mental loop. Here's the truth. You'll never have all the answers. You'll never predict the future with certainty. And that's okay. The best way to overcome overthinking is to trust your gut. Deep down, you already know what you need to do. Listen to that inner voice. It's usually right. When the timer goes off, make a decision and take action. Remember, action is the antidote to overthinking. Chapter 6. Avoiding conflict. Speak your truth with kindness. Conflict is a natural part of life. It's what happens when people have different opinions, needs, and perspectives. But avoiding conflict altogether, that's a recipe for resentment, frustration, and ultimately, self-sabotage. When we avoid conflict, we're essentially silencing our own needs and desires. We're letting others dictate our boundaries, and we're not showing up as our authentic selves. The key to healthy conflict resolution is to practice open and honest communication. This means expressing your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully, while also being open to hearing the other person's perspective. Set clear boundaries. Let people know what you will and will not tolerate. This doesn't mean being aggressive or confrontational, but it does mean standing up for yourself and communicating your needs assertively. Remember, conflict doesn't have to be a negative experience. When handled with respect and empathy, it can actually strengthen relationships and lead to greater understanding. Chapter 7. Substance Abuse. Seek support, find your strength. This one's tough, but it's important. Substance abuse, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or anything else used to numb out or escape, is a form of self-sabotage. It might feel like it's helping in the moment, but it's actually holding you back from living your fullest, most authentic life. If you're struggling with substance abuse, please know that you're not alone, and there is help available. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or support group. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it takes incredible strength and courage to acknowledge that you need support. Remember, recovery is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, good days and bad days. Be kind to yourself, celebrate your progress, and never give up on yourself. You are worthy of a healthy, fulfilling life, free from addiction. We all need our alone time, but when it turns into self-isolation, it can be a major form of self-sabotage. Humans are social creatures, wired for connection. When we isolate ourselves, we deprive ourselves of the support, love, and belonging that we all need to thrive. If you're feeling isolated, make an effort to reach out to others. Call a friend, schedule a video chat with a family member, join an online community, or even just send a quick text message to someone you care about. Remember, even small interactions can make a big difference. Engage in activities that bring you joy and connect you with others. Join a book club, take a class, volunteer in your community, or simply strike up a conversation with someone at the coffee shop. And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Reach out to a therapist or counselor if you're struggling to overcome self-isolation. Ever feel like a fraud, like you're not really good enough and you're just waiting to be exposed? That's imposter syndrome, and it affects so many of us, especially high achievers. Here's the truth, you're not alone. Imposter syndrome is incredibly common, and it doesn't mean that you're not capable or deserving of success. It's simply a thought pattern, a belief that you're not as competent as others perceive you to be. The key to overcoming imposter syndrome is to own your success. Acknowledge your accomplishments, big and small, write them down, celebrate them, and don't downplay your achievements. Remind yourself of your strengths and all the hard work you've put in to get where you are. Focus on your progress, not perfection. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, everyone has areas where they can improve. Don't let your inner critic convince you that you're not good enough. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the trap of comparison. We see the highlight reels of other people's lives, their perfectly curated photos, their impressive accomplishments, and we start to feel inadequate. But here's the thing, comparison is the thief of joy. It's a never-ending game that you can never win because there will always be someone who has more, achieves more, or seems happier than you. The key is to focus on your own journey, not someone else's. Everyone has their own unique path, their own timeline, their own definition of success. What matters most is that you're making progress towards your own goals, whatever they may be. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. If scrolling through social media leaves you feeling envious, insecure, or inadequate, it's time to hit the unfollow button. Fill your feed with accounts that inspire you, motivate you, and make you feel good about yourself. Remember, you are unique, you are worthy, and you are enough, just as you are. So there you have it, 10 common ways we self-sabotage, and most importantly, how to stop those patterns in their tracks. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Don't let self-doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs hold you back from living your best life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, Share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal growth and unlocking your full potential. I'm cheering you on every step of the way.